Hello everybody and welcome back to the Maine Tech Red Claws Dynasty on College Football 26. Today we're facing the number one team in the nation, the Penn State Nittany Lions in Penn State. They are coming off a dominant victory against an FCS opponent, and they're going to look to put this brand new college team to the test. They are led by superstar quarterback and potential number one overall pick, Drew Aller. Their backfield is nothing to scoff at. Nicholas Singleton is one of the best backs in college football, extremely dynamic. So is Katron Allen, the number two back in this system. Looking at their receiving core does not look bad at all. They have so many playmakers. They should be able to dominate us up front. Danny Dennis Sutton could be the guy that completely breaks our game plan, as he is an absolute game wrecker. And all across this defense, they have playmakers that are bigger, faster, and stronger than all of the players here at Maine Tech. But let's listen to the sounds of college football here at Beaver Stadium as we get to experience the Penn State whiteout. Absolutely raucous crowd here as number one Penn State takes on the Maine Tech Red Claws here in Pennsylvania, and we will get ourselves underway right now. Maine Tech to receive the opening kickoff. Here is the return just past the 15, the 20 to about the 23-yard line. The Maine Tech Red Claws are wearing their special pink helmets and pants. So we look to the keys of this game. If Maine Tech can find an identity, they need to play hard into that identity. But we will start 1st and 10, and this is the atmosphere of Beaver Stadium. They're going to start in the gun. They're going to run it quickly, and Trip Gates has nowhere to go. Ozzie Grayson starting at quarterback. Drop back on second down, and down he goes, and Ozzie Grayson is shaken up. Ozzie Grayson, on the second play of the game, is shaken up, and he's coming out of the game. Oh, my. So in steps redshirt senior quarterback Mason Howell. He's going to drop back on 3rd and 15, go underneath to Shooter Cortez, and they're going to get the stop. It looks like an elbow injury for Ozzie Grayson. We'll have to see if he comes back later in this game. But it's going to be a 3 and out to start the day for the Red Claws. Penn State going to return it here. Call a fair catch just at about the 36-yard line. Here is potential Heisman candidate Drew Aller. This is potentially the most explosive offense in college football. They're going to keep it on the ground with Nicholas Singleton, and down he goes behind the line of scrimmage. Goldsmith in the backfield, and a loss on the first play for Penn State. Aller from the gun, he's going to fire over the middle, and he's got Trebor Pena for a short gain. 3rd and medium, 3rd and 6. A drop back, firing over the middle. He's got his tight end for a first down. And I think this is a spot where Maine Tech might struggle in, and that's going to be defending the pass. They're going back to the ground on 1st and 10, and Nicholas Singleton on his first 2 runs has been stopped in the backfield. 2 rushes, -4 yards. We fast forward to 3rd and 5. Firing towards the left side, that's caught. What a strike from Aller. That is Devontae Ross. Aller in the gun. Here's Nicholas Singleton. He cuts it left. He spins a man out of his boots, and there goes Nicholas Singleton for the Penn State touchdown. That is being a better athlete. Nicholas Singleton proving why he is one of the most dynamic rushers in the game. Ozzie Grayson does return to the field on the next drive. He drops back, and he's going to fire on the screen pass to Trip Gates. Gates only gets about a gain of 2. We go to 3rd and 10 after a Not so good second play. Going to Gates yet again. He goes out of bounds after only a gain of 3 and an immediate 3 and out for the Maine Tech offense yet again. Penn State going to start in the gun. Now 2nd and 6, motioning out. Singleton pass underneath. That is caught by the tight end. That is about a gain of 4, so a 3rd and short upcoming for Penn State. They're going to pitch it out to Allen, and Allen goes down. He had no chance there. A stop for the Maine Tech defense. That is something we thought might not happen today, but Maine Tech on the 2nd drive steps up to the point that they get a stop. The return is to about the 22-yard line. They're going to start in the gun. Ozzie Grayson still in the game. Play fake. Drop back for Grayson. Going back over the middle. Oh, that's a terrible pass. That's picked off. He was looking for the tight end over the middle, and that's picked off. Ozzie Grayson with a huge mistake, and now Penn State has the ball just outside of the red zone. They're going to get into it right now, all the way down to the 2-yard line. Aller in the gun on 1st and goal. Going to pitch it to the left side. That is a Penn State touchdown for their number 1 receiver, the senior, Devontae Ross. And Penn State quickly in this 1st quarter has a 14-0 lead. These are the mistakes you cannot afford to make against the number 1 team in college football. The Red Claws going to start under center. Here is Trip Gates on the left side, and he's got a nice gain of 9 on the stretch play down the left sideline. Change it back here, going up the middle, and that is a 1st down. Maine Tech said that there was a point of emphasis getting Jonathan Baptiste some touches. Rolling to the right is Ozzie Grayson. He's going to run out of time. He's going to pitch it back, and that is caught. A gain of about 6 there. Wolf Denton makes it a 3rd and manageable. Going to go to the left side, and that is caught by Kellen Peaks underneath. That's a 1st down for the Red Claws. Back in the gun, Grayson going to drop back. He's going to go over the middle. Oh, a dangerous pass that floated on him. And Kellen Peaks seems to be okay there. That was a dangerous pass. Going to go up the middle on 2nd down and 10 with Trip Gates. That is a gain of 9. Baptiste checks in under center. They're going to give it to Baptiste, and no chance at all. That's a stop for Danny Dennis Sutton. He said he could blow up this game if he wanted to. Going to go for the tight end on 4th down and 3. Maine Tech rolls the dice. It does not work out. Now Penn State has the ball at midfield. Aller in the gun motioning his man. There's pressure. Going to go down the left sideline. It is caught, and that is yet another Penn State touchdown. A beautiful play call. Liam Clifford with nobody in front of them. Just needed that ball to have a little bit of air under it, and that is an easy 21-0 lead for Penn State. Maine Tech has found themselves in quite a hole to start this game. In the 2nd quarter, Trip Gates yet again does get a decent gain on 1st down. We head to 3rd down and 5. In the gun, taking some time to get the adjustment in. A drop back. Ozzie Grayson going to go underneath, and that is caught. Wolf Denton converts the 3rd down, moves the sticks, and Maine Tech is up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, they're going to keep it on the ground. Trip Gates, huge hole, and he is met quickly. A gain of 6 for Trip Gates. 2nd and 4, drop back from the empty set. Grayson's going to let this fly. This is for Wolf Denton in double coverage, and he can't bring it down. A dangerous pass as Grayson takes yet another hit. To 3rd and 4 we go. Going to go deep right side on a corner. What a catch. Oh, my goodness, Shooter Cortez. Are you kidding me? Going to 1st down and 10 later, a draw play with Grayson. He gets a gain of 7, catching the defense off guard. To 2nd and 3, they're going to give it to Trip Gates, and he's brought down from behind, maybe a gain of 1. 3rd and 2, potential 4-down territory. Baptiste checks into the game, and nowhere to go for Jonathan Baptiste. And, of course, they're going to keep this offense on the field. 4th and 2, Baptiste stays in. Goal line set, it appears right here, and absolutely no chance for the Maine Tech offense. Penn State forces yet another turnover on downs. Is there anything that Penn State can do wrong right now? I don't think so. 1st and 10. Aller going to drop back on the play fake, get it to his man underneath, and no gain on the play. Aller yet to really have a mistake. 2nd and 10, about 3 minutes left in this first half. They're going to pitch it to the right side. That is caught, and he goes down quickly. A gain of 8 on the slant. RPO look there. 3rd and short. Drop back for Aller. Aller is going to go down. That is a sack. Maine Tech brings the heat with the safety blitz, and they get home with it. Cruz Cornelius on the blitz gets home against Drew Aller. Now a 2-minute drive potentially happening here for Maine Tech. The Red Claws are going to start under center. And this is Mason Howell in the game, and on the first play that he is brought in after going back on the bench is a sack. No chance for that play action to set up. Now they're going to try to get Wolf Denton on a jet sweep, and it just does not work. It appears Ozzie Grayson's elbow has gotten worse potentially. They're taking a shuttle 3rd and long, and they've got Shooter Cortez wide open. He's inside the 10. Are you kidding me? Shooter Cortez with a phenomenal release off the line of scrimmage got him wide open. Now they're inside the 10, giving it to Trip Gates. Trip Gates punches it in. Touchdown, Maine Tech. Touchdown, Trip Gates. And what a turn of events for the Maine Tech Red Claws. Getting the stop with a huge blitz, and then getting a huge play to Shooter Cortez on the outside, and Trip Gates punches it in, fighting through contact. This is just a 2-score game. This still leaves Penn State with time to potentially drive here. They have 2 timeouts. They're going to swing it out left to Clifford, and he gets a 1st down. Aller in the gun again. They're going to motion over Clifford yet again. This is a play fake. Going to go over the middle, and that is a tough catch made. 1st and 10 now for Penn State. Another play fake. Aller going to launch it to the right side, and just off the mark, some contact potentially there on Clifford. And now Penn State is going to have to try to get it on 2nd and 10. They're going to go underneath, and they've got to get them about 5 timeout for the Nittany Lions. Drop back for Aller. 3rd and 5. It is caught, and that's going to be a Penn State 1st down, just out-muscling the defender. To 1st and 10. 20 seconds remain in this first half. Going to go down the seam, and it is picked off. Merrick Goldsmith just picked it off on the tip, and he's racing down the sideline, and he's brought down inside the 40. Are you kidding me? Maine Tech has turned this momentum on its head. They have turned this game on its head. A pick by Merrick Goldsmith gives Maine Tech a potential opportunity to double dip just before half. 12 seconds on the clock with 3 timeouts. They are inside the 40. Drop back for Howell. He's going to fire to the left side. That is Shooter Cortez underneath, and timeout. 4 seconds come off the clock. He has 100 yards in the first half. 2nd and 8. Howell dropping back. He's rolling to the right and just throws it away. No chance. 2 seconds remain in this half, and they're going to bring on the kicker, Ian Wells. Good luck. Oh my goodness, listen to this crowd. The kick is up. I think it has the distance. No, it's no good. Wide right and short. And unfortunately off the pick, Maine Tech cannot get any points. But only a 7-21 game with Penn State on top right now. Liam Clifford did have a pretty good first half. He had that great catch down the sideline, fighting a mismatch. He has a touchdown, 61 yards on 3 catches. Heading to 3rd down and 5 of Penn State's first drive of the second half. Drop back for Aller. He's going to fire up the seam, and what a catch. Boxing out the defender. Cruz Cornelius cannot break that one up. Again to a 3rd and 5. Here's Nicholas Singleton. Left side, he breaks a tackle. Singleton. Nothing can stop him right now. The very next play. Aller gonna give it to Singleton yet again. Great blocks. Singleton inside the 30 and out of bounds. Nicholas Singleton is heating up big time right now. Allen checks in, still single back set. Allen going to get this carry. He goes up the middle, and that is about 10 yards for Penn State, second in inches though. Singleton back in the game. They're going to motion the receiver. Aller in the gun. Fake it. Oh, wide open is Devontae Ross. That is a Penn State touchdown. The safety just got fooled right there on the play fake. And that is an easy, easy touchdown for Penn State. That's what it looks like when a team just imposes their will on another. That is having better athletes than us. They're going to go on the ground to start the drive, the Red Claws are, and that is a loss of 2 for Trip Gates. We head to 3rd and 12, a drop back. Howell going to throw it up into double coverage. It's picked, but out of bounds. Trip Gates was the intended receiver. Pressure in his face, and yet another Maine Tech 3 and out. Already over halfway done with this third quarter. On 1st and 10, Aller's going to keep it on a run, and he is dropped for a loss. That is Koa Oaks in the backfield, loss of 3. Aller going to fire a strike for a gain of 12 to Clifford, and they are quickly back in the driver's seat. 3rd and 1. Singleton will not get there. Wow. Maine Tech stands up against this Penn State offense, and they get a stop. Drop back. Howell to start the drive. He's going to launch this as far as he can. This is for Shooter Cortez in double coverage and incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Bunch on the right. This one is given to Trip Gates. He fights forward for maybe a gain of 3. An early 3rd and long. A drop back. Going to throw the screen. They never got the block set up, and Trip Gates loses the 3 yards he just gained. But Maine Tech is going to keep the offense on the field for 4th and 10. Pressure rolling to the left. Howell. Oh, he's got a man. He's got Trip Gates, and he overthrew them. Are you kidding me? Howell, he had a huge jump play ready, and he just overthrew him. Oh, man. And Penn State back in the driver's seat. 2nd and 7 now. Drop back over the middle. That's Clifford. He's down to the 5. 1st and goal. Penn State to 2nd and goal just before the end of the 3rd quarter. And that is Nicholas Singleton running it in for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Penn State goes up by 4 scores. It's going to be 35-7 Penn State. Back on the ground on 2nd and 12 for Maine Tech. Just nothing going right there. Howell going to drop back 3rd and long. Going to fire over the middle. He's got his man. That's the tight end. So they do convert there. Maine Tech trying to pull a late drive here. Going to find Trip Gates in the flat. Trip Gates going to fight forward and get the 1st down. Moving forward to 2nd and 7. A drop back for Howell. He's going to roll to the left and throw it away. So 3rd and 7 upcoming. They have a bunch on the right side in the gun. Howell going to drop back, going to go underneath, and he's got Shooter Cortez on the drag route for the 1st down. They extend the drive. 3 tight end set here. Drop back, going to fire over the middle. Triple coverage. Oh my goodness. Extremely dangerous pass there. Lucky that that one just got knocked down. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Drop back, rolling to the left. He knows he's got his man all the way on the right side. That's Trip Gates. 1-on-1. He is brought down, but that is a 1st down. And a heads-up play there from Mason Howell. Going to get it on the ground here with Baptiste on a 2nd down. He's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Drop back on 3rd and 6. Going to fire underneath. That is Shooter Cortez, I believe. And he is going to get us to 4th and short, 4th and 2 specifically. Jonathan Baptiste going to check in. I form, and no chance. Oh my, Penn State with the ultimate stop. A dream-crushing stop there. Fast forward later in their drive, a 3rd and 11. As we hit past the 2-minute timeout, Penn State will be stopped, and Maine Tech will have a chance here just to get a moral victory. 1st and 10, going to go underneath and that is caught. Shooter Cortez having a wonderful game yet again. A gain of 9 on that play. Drop back. Mason Howell way deep in the pocket. Oh, he's got a one-on-one going deep downfield. He's got Shooter Cortez yet again. Are you kidding me? His 10th catch of the day. One-on-one, you can't stop him. 1st and 10 for the back of the end zone, and that one is dangerous yet again and incomplete. Howell, drop back, blitz set, gonna roll to the right. He's gonna fire to the right side, and he's got his man. They're gonna say inbounds for Kellen Peaks. That's another first down, 1st and goal. I think we all know who this ball's gonna go to. They got the matchup they want. Drop back from the gun, gonna fire one-on-one left side. What a pass! What a perfect pass! Touchdown, Maine Tech. Touchdown, Shooter Cortez. A wonderful pass from Mason Howell, only where Shooter Cortez can get it. And Maine Tech, the Red Claws, have their moral victory that they were looking for, I guess. This game will be brought to within 3 scores in a valiant effort versus Penn State. And they'll leave the crowd not too happy, but they will kick this one in, make it 35-14. But Penn State will be able to take a knee to mark a 35-14 victory as they start 2-0 on the season. Maine Tech, unfortunately, 0-2 to start the season. Just outclassed, outmanned, out-talented Maine Tech was today. But a valiant effort, only a 3-score ball game. Mason Howell had a great game for the circumstances he was in. Inside Penn State, a wideout, coming in relief of Ozzie Grayson. And you look at just the athletes we have on this team, Shooter Cortez is easily the best of all of them. Cruz Cornelius, of course, got that sack. And Goldsmith, of course, had that interception before halftime. But it's almost time for conference play to start in the CUSA Conference against Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks. We'll see you then. Be good, people.